Houston Real Estate Radio.
Welcome back to Houston Real Estate Radio. I'm Shannon Register, and today we have in the studio with us Bette Moser, and she is from HomeAid Houston. It's a nonprofit organization, and they are working with builders in the community to come up with projects to help homeless and other people in the community. It's just a really neat program, so I want Bette to tell you about it. And if you're interested in the program, of course, we always have more information at rrea.com/radio, and you can from there you can also link to the HomeAid Houston website, which is homeaidhouston.org. So welcome to the show, Bette.
Thank you, Shannon. Thank you so much for having me today.
So tell me about this organization. What do you guys do?
So we are a charity sponsored by the Greater Houston Builders Association. We're part of a national organization which has been operating for over 20 years, started in Orange County, and it's a way for the builders, developers, and all the trades who support them to be involved in our community, helping to bring hope and homes to Houston's homeless.
And you said the Greater Houston Builders Association is your largest sponsor.
Absolutely.
Who are some of the builders that are involved in this program?
Well, let me tell you about one that we're working with right now, Legend Homes, Princeton Classic Homes. They're building a 7,500 square foot group home for us in the Spring Branch area for an agency called Gracewood. And when we became involved with them, we were so excited about how involved and engaged they became. They worked with all of their trades to get donations of labor and materials. This is a $1 million plus shelter, and they've gotten over $700,000 in donations of labor and materials. Then in addition to that, they've become so engaged in the project, they held a garage sale a few months ago and made over $2,000 in the garage sale, and that money is going to go towards helping to furnish the shelter.
Wow, that's fantastic. So your organization doesn't necessarily work one-on-one with consumers. Y'all are working with other organizations to help them either renovate their projects or help them build facilities. Is that right?
That's exactly right. So part of my job is to go out into the homeless community and become acquainted with agencies. And some agencies that you all would be familiar with would be like Star of Hope or Search. We go out and work with them to help them identify either new construction needs or remodeling needs. And once we find a project that we feel is going to be a good fit for us, then we recruit a builder captain, and then they start working with their trades to get donations of labor and materials.
Do you find that the majority of builders around the Houston area are participating in this program, or is it a handful of builders that are focused on it?
It's been we have just been amazed at the level of involvement of the GHBA members. It's not just builders, it's remodelers, it's developers, and all the people who provide services to them.
That's fantastic. Tell me, what are your biggest fundraisers? I mean, you've got to have fundraisers as a nonprofit organization.
Absolutely.
So what are some of your large ones that you do that the public can even participate in?
Well, we have one going on right now we're very, very excited about. It's called Project Playhouse. This is our 6th year to partner with the Houston Astros on Playhouse. And this year, Lennar Homes, Village Builders, built this 10 by 10 playhouse. And it's not like something that I grew up with in a playhouse. It has a flat screen TV.
Wow.
It has an Xbox Kinect, iPod, air conditioning, refrigerator. It's beautifully rendered and painted on the inside, and it's actually something the Astros have been asking for a few years. It's just a miniature Minute Maid Park. And
wow.
It's a fabulous playhouse. So we're raffling this off at Minute Maid Park. Tickets are $5. We're on the concourse level in the park, right inside of Union Station. But your listeners can also go to homeaidhouston.org, see a picture of the playhouse, interior and exterior, and you can donate there or buy a raffle ticket online.
So they can actually raffle online for this this playhouse.
Absolutely.
Okay, and then if there are people out there who just want to donate to the project because it is such a great organization, they can do that directly through the website as well.
Absolutely. There's a donate here button right on the homepage, and we appreciate people taking the time to go to the website, learn more about what we do, and to donate to us. It makes a big difference in our organization.
Sure. So how does the process work? I mean, if there's an organization out there that is thinking about renovating, maybe they're a homeless shelter and they need to do some renovations, what's the process that they would go through to get you guys involved and kind of see that through?
On the website, we have a button that says, "Are you an agency interested in building or renovating with us? Click here." And it takes them to information about what we're looking for in the way of an agency. And there's a qualifying questionnaire. We ask people to fill that out and send that to us. And in terms of what we are looking for, we want an agency that's solid in the community, good financial standing, well known in the community. Our builders and their trades are making a huge investment in these shelters, and we want to be sure that they're going to be well taken care of. In addition to our major remodeling and construction projects, we also do 4 or 5 smaller remodeling projects in the $25,000 to $50,000 range, and we pay for those completely. We work with a builder or a remodeler. They get as many donations as they can, and then we make up the difference. And we're going to be doing one, for instance, at the Women's Home, either later on this year or first quarter next year. They have a big commercial kitchen that desperately needs to be renovated. And they have worked with Cisco to get the commercial appliances donated, and so then we're going to go in and do the rest of the work for them in the kitchen. That's something an agency typically would not be able to get funding for.
Right, and these aren't like recycled builder materials. I mean, this is all new materials that are being put into these organizations and really building them up so that they can house more homeless people in the community and help more people in the community. Other than the homeless, what other organizations have y'all helped?
So that's our mission, is to build dignified housing where homeless families and individuals can rebuild their lives. And there are 10,000 to 12,000 homeless men, women, and children in Houston on any given night. And so there's no lack of need of dignified shelter for these folks. And I just want to put an emphasis on the dignified part. We're working with builders who bring their very, very best to these shelters. And when you walk in a HomeAid shelter, it looks like a home. We build them to be warm and welcoming. This is not an institutional-looking shelter. This is something where a woman and her children can walk in and feel like, wow, I'm home. I can take a deep breath here. I can start recovering and healing from these circumstances.
Do you find that as the economy's sort of gone down over the last few years, has that changed the population of the homeless at all?
It absolutely has. One of our more vulnerable populations is young mothers and children. And we've certainly seen more of them entering the continuum of care for the homeless. The Texas Coalition for the Homeless estimates that the typical homeless family today is a woman under the age of 30 with 2 children under the age of 6.
Wow.
So you think about, if you have children, if you can remember when they were that age and what that would be like to be living in your car with 2 children that age, what would you do? Where
that
would
be
you go?
very difficult.
Oh,
very
very,
difficult.
very tough.
So what about veterans? Do you see a lot of veterans coming through these institutions as well?
We do. And one of the disturbing statistics is that 28% of our homeless population in Houston are veterans. 28%.
Wow. It's almost 1/3.
Yes, and we've worked with several agencies in Houston. One of the agencies we're working with right now is the DeGeorge at Union Station, which houses 300 formerly homeless male and female vets. We're renovating their community kitchen for them. We've also done a project for United States Veterans Initiative. We renovated their day room last year, and then next year we're hoping to renovate the lobby of their shelter at Midtown.
It sounds like y'all have some really great projects going on. And I know that we're going to have some listeners out there that definitely want to help you out, want to contribute. And hopefully there's some organizations out there that are helping homeless and don't know about you and
Absolutely.
will contact you as well. So I want to give you that website out again. It's homeaidhouston.org, homeaidhouston.org. And it's a nonprofit organization, really fantastic work that they're doing, and with a lot of help from the GHBA and all of the people that are members there, and just really a fabulous organization. So go online and check that out, and we want you to donate whatever you can. And thanks, Bet, for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having us.
We'll be right back after this commercial break.